There are 6 million souls entombed beneath the City of Lights. 6 million people who lived and died in Paris, but whose remains now rest deep in the tunnels beneath the city. The catacombs of Paris were once an underground labyrinth where the condemned met their end. But over time, it grew into a burial ground for the dead of all social classes. Today, much of this place is closed off to the public, at least officially, because some parts of these catacombs have never been explored or even properly documented. And that's exactly why a team of experienced urban explorers has decided to put on their headcams, grab some flashlights, and go looking for what might be hiding down there in the dark. In 2017, the GO team, a crew of veteran urban explorers, set out to visit the catacombs of Paris, specifically the areas that are off-limits to tourists. They went down into the tunnels armed with headcams, infrared lights, and hammers. And what they found was not only astonishing, but will likely never be forgotten. The catacombs are known for being one of the scariest places in the world, and probably one of the most haunted. It's considered by many to be the devil's playground. So when the GO team got suited up and prepared to head into the tunnels, they had no idea what kind of horrors awaited them. But as we'll soon see, this is a team that's no stranger to the dark and macabre. In fact, these guys aren't just your typical thrill seekers. They've been exploring underground tunnels, abandoned structures, and other hidden places for years, which means they know what they're doing when it comes to urban exploration. As they make their way deeper into the catacombs, their headcams illuminate the dark tunnels and reveal the gruesome history of this place. Bones and skulls litter the ground, and the air is heavy with the scent of death and decay. It's a truly haunting experience. But despite the danger and the disturbing surroundings, the GO team presses on. They're determined to find the source of the screams, whatever it may be. Legend has it that the catacombs are home to all kinds of supernatural creatures and entities, some of which are said to be responsible for the screams that echo through the tunnels. Some believe that the screams are the souls of those who died in the catacombs, trapped there for eternity and unable to move on. Others believe that there are more sinister forces at work, things that should never have been disturbed in the first place. The GO team isn't sure what to believe, but they're about to find out for themselves. As they venture further into the catacombs, they come across something that shouldn't be there, a wall that doesn't appear on any of the maps. It's clear that this is a restricted area, off limits to both visitors and urban explorers. But the GO team is intrigued and wants to see what's behind it. They try to find another way around the barrier, but it's no use. There's no opening anywhere. They're trapped. Just then, one of the members of the GO team notices a small crack in the wall. It's almost invisible, but he believes that it could lead to an opening. With a little bit of effort, they manage to widen the crack and slip through the opening, one by one. It's dark and dusty inside, and the air is thick with the smell of decay. But they can hear something in the distance, a faint scratching sound. They listen closely and realize that it's coming from just beyond their line of sight. Whatever it is, it seems to be moving closer. Cautiously, they make their way deeper into the tunnels, their headcams illuminating the darkness ahead. As they turn a corner, they see something that makes their blood run cold. A massive spider crawls towards them on a thread, its 8 eyes gleaming in the darkness. It's huge, like nothing they've ever seen before. Screaming in terror, the GO team drops to the ground and tries to stay perfectly still. They know that if the spider sees them, it could easily kill them. Slowly but surely, the spider begins to climb on them, its legs tickling their faces as it makes its way closer. They can feel its hot breath on their necks and hear its clicking mandibles. One of the team members panics and tries to swat at the spider, but he misses, and the creature takes off, disappearing into the shadows. Shaking and terrified, the GO team gathers his courage and continues his journey. He knows that they have to keep moving if they want to survive. But as they explore further, they realize that they're trapped in a nightmare. Everywhere they go, They see spiders, big and small, all lurking in the darkness, waiting to strike. They're covered in cobwebs and feel like they're being watched. Finally, they come across a small opening and squeeze through, hoping to find some fresh air and maybe even a way out of this hellish place. But when they emerge, they find themselves in a different part of the catacombs. It's even darker here, and the air is heavy with the scent of death and decay. Suddenly, they hear a loud scratching noise and turn to see another massive spider climbing towards them. This one is even bigger than the last, and its eyes seem to glow red in the darkness. The Go team screams in terror and runs for their lives. They don't know how much longer they can keep this up, but they have to try. As they run, they can hear the spider screeching and snapping its mandibles. It's gaining on them, and they can feel its hot breath on their necks. Then, just when they think they might be caught, they see a small opening and dive through. Inside, they find themselves in a vast cavern filled with bones and skulls. It's like a scene from a horror movie, and they're not sure what to do next. Just then, they notice a strange sound echoing through the chamber. It's a low chanting sound, and it seems to be coming from somewhere deep within the catacombs. Curious, the Go team decides to investigate. They know they should probably leave, but they can't help but wonder what the chanting could be. As they follow the sound, they come across a small opening in the wall. It's barely visible, but they can feel a draft coming from it. Carefully, they push aside the bones and skulls blocking the opening and step through. On the other side, they find themselves in a long tunnel that seems to stretch on forever. The chanting is louder now, and they can hear voices echoing in the darkness. As they walk deeper into the tunnel, they begin to see strange markings on the walls. They don't know what they mean, but they have a feeling that they're about to find out. Then suddenly, the tunnel opens up into a large chamber, and what they see there makes their blood run cold. In the center of the room is a large altar made of bones and skulls, and around it are gathered hundreds of figures, all chanting and moving in unison. The Go team stands frozen in fear as they watch the ceremony taking place before them. They don't know what's happening, but they can sense that it's something evil. Suddenly, one of the figures turns and locks eyes with one of the Go team members. He screams and hides behind his friends, but it's too late. The figure approaches, and the Go team knows that they're in grave danger. He reaches out a hand and touches one of the Go team's shoulders. Then, to his horror, the figure's face begins to melt away, revealing only a gaping black hole where its eyes should be. He screams again and tries to pull away, but it's no use. The figure's grip is like iron, and it drags him deeper into the catacombs. The Go team watches in terror as his friends are dragged away, screaming for help. They want to chase after him, but they're too scared. As they stand there watching, they can hear the chanting growing louder and louder until it's deafening. Then, just as suddenly as it began, it stops. The figures turn and stare directly at the Go team, their faces now fully melted away, revealing only the black holes where their eyes should be. They begin to advance, and the Go team knows that there's nowhere to hide. As the figures close in, their head cams light up the darkness, showing the true horror of the situation. The Go team is trapped in a nightmare, and there's no way out. They scream in terror as the figures close in on them, their black eyes boring into theirs. Then everything goes black. When the authorities finally made it to the catacombs, they found nothing. No signs of a struggle, no broken bones, no sign that anyone had ever been there. It's as if they vanished into thin air. The worst part is that no one knows what happened to them. The only clue is their live stream, which ended abruptly as if they'd been cut off right in the middle of their descent into darkness. Now, whenever someone goes into the catacombs of Paris, they bring a camera. After all, what better way to document your adventure than with video? But none of them have ever found anything. No signs of life, no trace of civilization, not a single soul. Perhaps the Go team found something they were unsupposed to and stumbled upon a realm that is best left undisturbed. Or maybe they simply vanished into the darkness forever. Whatever the case, their disappearance remains a mystery, a chilling reminder of the secrets that lie beneath the surface of the catacombs of Paris.